Oh, yeah, Cowboys Nation. Woo. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me tell you, man.
I told you right when we wanted them.
Just how we drew it up.
Right when we wanted them.
Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to get my composure, Dallas Cowboys Nation, so bear with me. But Cowboys win. An absolute thriller. 35-29 in maybe the game of the year across the league. Unbelievable game. I literally am still out of breath trying to gain my composure for this post-game show. Brought to you by Freeman Mazda, our friends over at Freeman Mazda in Irving, Texas. Listen, I'm going to try to get through this read, brother. I'm going to try to get through this read.
Look, do your read. I'll recap the scores, and then we'll get into the game.
Catch my breath.
Yes.
Hey, if you're searching for a new, used, or Mazda-certified pre-owned vehicle in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, why not shop at Freeman Mazda? Freeman Mazda of Irving, Texas has been a family-owned and operated business for over 60 years. They have new inventory arriving daily, especially for the new 2021 Mazda CX-5s. I drive the Mazda 6, which I love. So stop by Freeman Mazda in Irving, Texas today, or go to freemanmazda.com.
You good? You good?
Listen. If I didn't have to come on here right now, I'd still be running around this circus.
I literally had to call you back and say, bro, we got a show to do. You were running around like crazy. Just quick recap across the league. All these games are final. Jacksonville beat Miami early this morning. Baltimore waxed the Chargers. Minnesota beat Carolina. Green Bay beat Chicago. Cincinnati drugged Detroit. The Colts beat the Titans. The Rams rolled on the Giants. KC came back and beat the Washington's. Arizona walked all over Cleveland. The Las Vegas Raiders had found some life, beat the Denver Nuggets 34-24. And, of course, your Dallas freaking Cowboys in an overtime thriller, 35-29 up in Foxborough. They defeat the New England Patriots, and you are live joining us right here, A to Z Sports Dallas, the post-game show. I am Jesse Holley. This is Will Skywalker Steele, and we are excited. We're at the Revolver Brewery at Texas Live, and this place is jumping.
Listen, I get one of those. Listen, I had to go celebrate with the arena. They call that the live arena in there. Yeah. It felt like a stadium, like you were literally at AT&T Stadium. Unbelievable atmosphere, unbelievable game. And yes, I do think this was a statement. I absolutely do, because I got to give my hat tip to Bill Belichick for the way he got those boys to come out here and play. But we talked about it. At some point, you're going to get knocked out. They did their darndest. They really did. But Dak Prescott, this game, for me, we said about a quarter and a half in, it felt like it was going to be a Dak game.
Yeah.
It felt like it was going to be a Dak game. He goes 36 for 51, 445 yards, 3 touchdowns. He tipped interception in the beginning of the game, and really had a rushing tutty, but we ain't going to talk about that. But just your thoughts overall, though, on the game.
You know, this of course, calm down, Jess. When you work out throughout the year, from training camp to Super Bowl, you would love for everything to be peachy cream, right? Yeah. You would have everything to be cupcakes and butterflies. But this is the National Football League, and they pay those other guys as well. And throughout the year, you're going to face and run into opponents where you're going to blow them out.
Yeah.
And you're going to run and face into opponents where you may lose. And then there's those 50-50 games when you have to come in and things may not be going your way. Calls, your offense might not be playing well, your defense might not be playing the best, and you have to figure out and find ways to come out with the victory. It's scrappy, it's ugly, it's mucky, it's dirty, but those are the games throughout the course of the year you look back on and you say, man, we earned that. And when you earn a win like they did today, yes, those type of things carry you. You can rely on those things later on in the year because you've been in all these type of situations. You've been up, you've been down, you've been behind, you've been on the road, and you've been able to overcome a lot of those situations. And today was one of those days. We came in early on talking about, man, this should have been the blowout, whatever, and all well. And the Cowboys didn't play their best game.
No.
Offensively, defensively, they did not play their best game.
Maybe their worst of the season.
They probably, especially defensively.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels, they found some things that worked. They rushed us. They blitzed us. They did a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, it just shows you that this football team is built different.
It's different.
This football team does not get down on themselves. This football team is a scrappy bunch. And I don't know if today was a statement win per se, but today was definitely one of those wins that you go back and you say, man, we gutted that one out, and that goes a long way in the road to the Super Bowl.
Maybe not a statement to the league, but to themselves.
Yes.
Because this is a game that the Cowboys have lost kind of repeatedly over the last decade, right? And we talked about it. You want to show that you're different, and you have to be able to overcome a lot of these adversities. And to me, this game was kind of a microcosm of the season. They got thrown a lot of adversities, right? How many penalties did they have in this game? 12?
Over 100 yards of penalties.
12 penalties for 115 yards.
That's unacceptable.
That you don't normally win that way.
No.
All right? They overcame the penalties. They overcame the hogwash BS from the referees. They overcame getting a pick six by Trayvon Diggs. Amazing play, only for the very next play. DeMonte KZ, what are you doing?
What are you doing,
What are
brother?
you doing? I mean, mid-run, Trayvon's looking back like, bro.
You're going the wrong way.
What are you doing?
The ball's going the other way, bro.
So they overcame many adversities in this game, maybe more than there's been all year. But like I said, it's kind of a microcosm, right? Because every game there was always something. COVID, injuries, COVID, all the way up until this week.
Yeah.
And Tyron goes out, comes back in, he guts it out the last few possessions. Dak Prescott, fumble, interception, guts it out, and in my opinion, one of his finest road performances of his career. One of his finest. And, it feels good. And I said this before. This might be one of those games where, when it was getting muddy, just get the victory, get the hell out, and get into the bye. And this is a game where you I don't even want to play next week after that, that type of game. So now they get this bye, rest up, feel better, literally, and move forward from this. This is going to be tough when you look at the film because there's so much.
Yes.
It's so much, man.
The thing is that this defense found out, we still got some work to do.
Yes.
Yes, I guess you got your patented Trayvon Diggs turnover and you got your interception. But this defense, honestly, if we're being honest, right? I said it all week. If we are being honest, this defense got big boy today. Mm-hmm. They got bullied today.
Josh McDaniels found a spot.
They found a spot. They said, you know what? We're going to use all this speed and athleticism, and they want to get into this big nickel and this big dime with these safeties coming down, playing little linebackers. Cool, we're going to trap you, and we're going to have one of our big boys come around, and now you're going to be running back on, on a safety or a cornerback and so on and so on.
5-6 yards down the field.
And they found that throughout the game, and they really abused it. And I said this coming into the game. The game will be won and lost at the line of scrimmage. And for a large majority of this game, excuse me.
I got you.
I'm good. They smoking cigarettes out here.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
It was going to be won at the line of scrimmage. And a large majority of this game, the Patriots were kind of winning the line of scrimmage. They were getting Dak off his spots. And then on the offensive end, they were able to move the front of the Dallas Cowboys. They had over 100 yards rushing. Harris had 101 yards rushing by himself. So they were able to find something in the rush game, and the short throws for Mac Jones worked for them. He was 15 to 21 for 229 yards.
75 of it on that busted play, I call it. But
I mean, for the most part, there were points in this game where he was 11 for 11 where he didn't miss a pass. So they were just get the ball out quickly, get it to short passes, get to running backs, tight ends, whatever. And they just wanted to continue to matriculate the ball down the field, and they did that, and they made this a very tough football game.
I'll be real honest with you. One of the things that I came into this game kind of just overlooking was the ability of Josh McDaniels to adjust and to outcoach. I just was all thinking, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick.
Right.
Josh McDaniels was getting the best of Dan Quinn at about that second and third quarter. He started getting them.
Yeah.
And Quinn didn't have an answer, and there was those traps. So remember, this is a copycat league.
Yes.
So best believe teams are going to see that, and Dan has to now adjust himself. So that's something to keep in note as we come out of that into the second half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nance and Romo said something that's kind of made me think a little bit. They said, this was a matchup that happened in the Super Bowl, right? Dan Quinn versus Josh McDaniels. Now, Dan Quinn has switched some things up, but at the core of who you are, that's who you are.
Yeah.
And so they were using that kind of to their advantage. And I said, you know what, that's right. They do have some familiarity with Dan Quinn and how he likes to run things. And, again, they found some things that worked for them, and they were able to execute that for a large majority of the game. But at the end of the day, you take this dub.
Oh, yeah.
And you roll with it.
You take it.
You get back on that plane and you head on back to DF Dub.
In friggin' deed.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
That's what we were talking about. This is the post-game show, the A to Z Sports Dallas post-game show presented by Freeman Mazda. Jesse Holley, Skywalker Steel here at Revolver Brewery at Texas Live, where it is jumping. I'm telling you guys, it's jumping. And usually I have a Freeman Mazda drive of the game that maybe I'll post later in the week or maybe tomorrow. But for me, it's obvious, right? It has to be the game-winning drive.
Game-winning drive.
A beauty by Dak Prescott. I didn't see the route at the replay, so I don't know how, what CeeDee Lamb did.
It was like a deep over.
Okay, so he just pretty much.
Dak Prescott booted out, bought some time, and then, bloop.
Just
dropped
beautiful.
it in there.
Beautiful. Dropped it in there, scored the touchdown. That's obviously got to be the Freeman Mazda drive of the game. But let's kind of recap the wild and crazy fourth quarter.
Wow.
I mean.
So much for that chillin' pizza party, right?
No chillin' pizza party. No. There was no pizza party. Kind of what was going through your guys here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play a game with the chat here, and as we're talking, you drop your emojis. Drop your emoji when Trayvon Diggs got the pick six with about 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. What was your mind going through right there? Because I lost it. I was going to. I jumped on you.
You jumped in my arms.
I jumped on Jesse.
Yeah, baby. Like I put my hands up like this, and I turned around, and out of nowhere, I just see Sky and he leapfrogs into my arms, and I caught him like he was falling from a 15-story building. It was a good time.
Yeah. And see, this funny thing here, there's a delay. So I started watching the game on the other channel for that reason. So as that's happening, y'all, and these are the emojis dropping in here, people, money, game's over, minds exploding, hearts, they were feeling amazing. As that's happening, I'm running around, I'm hyped, I'm talking trash to Nick, one of our guys, our sales guy, he's a Patriots fan. So, condolences here. We'll have the video for Nick tomorrow morning. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you come into the show. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm going crazy. I don't even have my breath. They come out. Now, drop your emoji when 75 yards to Jason Bourne, the Bourne identity. I don't know what happens. I'm sitting here I come to Nick, I say, now your guy got to throw deep. Literally 10 seconds later, he throws deep, 75 yards, touchdown, and my whole entire feeling just drops. What was your emojis and what was going through your head then?
I just was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I literally just my shoulders dropped. I just said, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. And I'm not going to lie to you. The first thing that came to my head was the Stephen A. Smith voice. What can't go wrong will go wrong. And I was
accident,
accident. I was like, I'm going to have to hear this all morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin's going to be on the show with him. It's going to be just what can go wrong will go wrong. Yeah. And then,
people dropping mad emojis, dead emojis, their hands over their face, shaking their head.
Some of y'all was cussing.
So, listen, man. For me though, but no. That one, I did one of these. I don't even know what I gotta see. I did one of these. There's certain times where you just be like, what else can you really do, right? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was so pissed, and I came back. I hit Nick one of these. Man, it should be 20. It should be 27. We got a touchdown. Y'all robbed us on that touchdown. Second quarter. So I'm sitting here thinking, Cowboys might lose this dang on game. And I'm thinking the 2-point conversion, was going to come back to bite us. But my, oh my, the Dallas Cowboys have something right now that not many teams have, and that is a elite quarterback, Jesse.
Now he played elite today.
Yeah.
He played elite today, and he never wavered.
No.
He never, ever wavered, man. And another performance where he targeted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different receivers caught at least one pass today.
Yep.
And, CeeDee Lamb leading the group with 9
Let's
for 149.
give some shouts out to CD because he made some big plays.
He did. He made some big plays today, man, and he showed up. And I got on CD earlier in that game because he had some drops and had some miscues, but he fought back. And again, 9 for basically
11 targets, 9 receptions.
Right.
What, $150?
$150, 2
tutties.
touchdowns.
And a
game winner.
This is the thing, right? You can stop Ezekiel Elliott, and they, for the most part, did that. 17 carries, 69 yards. You can stop TP, cool. 10 carries, 41 yards. They did run for over 100 yards on the day, but at some point, somebody's going to get you.
And that's what we keep saying. We keep saying at the end of the day, this offense is so potent with so many weapons that people just can't withstand the onslaught for 4 or 5 quarters in a football game. Is that eventually something will wear down.
Yeah.
Someone will be out of place. Someone will get out of position. And this is the elite part I like about where Dak is. He knows where to go with the football in those moments.
Yeah.
When I played with Tony understood where to go with the football. People talk about the catch, no catch in Green Bay. On that particular down,
Beasley?
they have been no.
Okay.
The Dez catch.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Beasley underneath.
No. They have been waiting they double get Dez every single play all game long, and they had finally got the matchup, the one-on-one matchup that they've waited for all game long, and he took it, and he hit it. And so where Dak is now, he understands where the matchups are going to be, where the ball should go. He's no longer confused. He's no longer waiting for someone to tell him to go with the ball. He's no longer just saying, well, if they call it, I'm going to go right there. He has complete and control and full understanding of how the offense and defense are supposed to be run. They go here, I'm going there. They run this, I'm running this. They adjust to that, I'm an audible to this. And you saw that all game long, is that he just kept chomping at it. And when you have this many weapons, 8 receivers, the 2 running backs, you're eventually going to get out of place. And when you do, Dak has made you pay for it.
Absolutely. Fresh Fade with the $1.99 donation. Appreciate you. He says, Wilson's 4th down catch saves the game. #big time. Shouts out to
all of
Wilson.
those who were tweeting me about Wilson earlier in the game.
He came up big.
I told you. I told you. Said Wilson. I'm not trying to kick Michael Gallup out, but I'm just saying.
There's two sides to that though, because I feel like MG13 catches the tutty because he's a bit stronger, right? He's stronger than Cedric Wilson, but hell of a catch. But Ced's hands on contested or contorted catches has been amazing this year. Has been amazing. And credit to Dak, too. When we go back and you watch the tape, you're going to realize how difficult of a pass it really was.
Yes.
Remember, it was 4th and 8.
Yes.
So the cornerback is I want you to throw the ball underneath, right? But if you throw it underneath, I'm here for it. So now I'm forcing you to get it just over me, but not too far into the sideline. And Dak puts it, one, not been in a bucket, but it's in a point where only the receiver can catch it and not the corner. So, again, just those 2 guys on the same page. I really like how Dalton Schultz, again, another yeoman-like game, 5 receptions, 79 yards on 6 targets. Another game. Cooper didn't have a big game, but he had some big catches in that overtime game.
He's laboring.
He's
laboring. Something he is.
He seems to play through it a lot.
He does, but he's laboring.
Well,
you can see
this is why this bye week is massive.
Yes.
I mean, these guys gutted it out. You got Tyron Smith coming back in, gutted it out. You got Amari Cooper, gutted it out, right? Like, so, you need this bye week going into the game. Noah Brown, a massive catch earlier in the game. All these dudes are making plays, right? And it's just giving you this sense that maybe it is different. Maybe it is.
It's
the first time they've beaten New England Patriots since 1996, the year after they won the Super Bowl, or the calendar year that they did win the Super Bowl. Jesse, I was 8 years old, 9 years old. No, 96, yeah, 8 years old, 9 years old, depending on the date. Like, it's that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's just another one of those things where maybe they're checking the check marks off. Now, I'll go back and watch the tape to see if this was a Kellen Moore, if he got the best of Bill at some points. And I got a feeling that touchdown. If you said he came over on the top, I got a feeling that was a good play drawn up by Kellen, as opposed to your man just flat out outbeating you.
Right.
Because, I mean, he had nothing. It was CD, it was the corner, and nobody else.
Right.
Right. So I'm really wondering if Kellen drew it up and won that game, won that game schematically there. But
you know, I do have to apologize to Bill Belichick.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta apologize. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bill.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
You a bad dude. Like, you a bad dude, and you nice. You nice. I was a little hype. Early on in the day, but I had to rally my troops. But you nice, Bill. Like,
yeah.
you nice. And this may have been the coming out game for Mac Jones. Mac Jones did things in this game that he hadn't done all season. Now that could be, everyone gets up for the Cowboys and play outside of their mind for the Cowboys. And
I didn't feel like Mac was playing outside himself, though.
No, but he hit some throws today that was like he ain't hit all year long.
Yeah.
He
there was some pressure
today.
Coming down on him that he was getting out there.
He had some throws where the one where he moved to the side, kind of was off balance, threw it across the middle.
So maybe we should be giving Josh McDaniels. Here's where I give Bill credit, though. I'll give Josh credit on the offensive side. Now, he does help with that, right? But I do think, and people were kind of coming at me on Twitter, was saying all the referees. Listen, I totally understand the referees are crap. But the Patriots defense, Bill didn't make it easy.
No.
They had 500 yards. If you didn't watch this game at all, you just looked at the stats. Look at the team stats here. They might have had about 600 yards. Total yards, 567 total yards.
We doubled up just about everything on them.
Everything. 82 plays, right? Dak had over 400 yards. You would think, oh, my gosh, you just routed these boys.
Right.
No. They were hard-earned yards.
Everything.
It felt like everything was tough to get.
Everything.
Definitely on the ground.
Everything.
That's for damn sure. And even in the pass game, where Dak Prescott is becoming back to that top-tier level, I always thought Dak was his first couple years in the league. He was amazing on the run. Started to get a little wishy-washy, and once the line started deteriorating, not this year, buddy. This year, when he's rolling out, he's even more dangerous than he's ever been.
Right.
And he made a ton of throws outside the pocket on the run that were clutch throws, including the game one touchdown.
Yeah, again, that's just the maturation of where Dak has become and is evolving to as a quarterback. He's putting all the parts of the game together. When you want to get into that elite category, that's what you have to do. Putting all facets of your game together and being able to put it on display when needed. Because sometimes we've seen games this year where Dak is throwing for 200 yards and they've won. We've seen games this year now. This is his second or third, maybe 50-plus attempt passing game.
And it's been a while since they've won that way.
Right. And so being able to do that and then make throws from the pocket, on the run. Now, when you go back and you watch the film, one thing I did notice, he was off a little bit today. And
sure,
when I mean
but
off,
Bill does that to you.
And that's what I'm saying. He was, and that's the next step that you got to continue to be, able to evolve. There were some of his passes that were behind.
Yeah.
Some of his passes, he could have led receivers better. Of course, the interception that he threw in the red zone, that's a touchdown if you just throw it up and over in the back of the end zone.
And he's been sharp
right
on those throws.
And so in these type of games, again, if Mac Jones was Tom Brady, maybe the results would have been different. But
he was Tom Brady at the end of the fourth quarter.
I start thinking about the playoffs when these type of games, on the other end is Aaron Rodgers. On the other end is Matt Stafford. On the other end is Tom Brady, right? So in these type of games, you have to be sharp, because coming down to a situation like that, and the guy on the other side of you is a Super Bowl winning champion, or a multiple Super Bowl winning champion, or an assassin, or whatever it may be, those are the type of things where you just can't have those off days. But again, we can nitpick all this stuff.
Because on the other side, right, they don't have Bill Belichick on those teams.
Yeah.
So and we've seen Dak dice up the Buccaneers defense. We've seen that, right? We talked about it pre-show that the Packers defense isn't nearly as good, in my opinion, as the Patriots defense, but it's going to be one of those things where, yes, that is an elite all-time Hall of Fame quarterback, so you know you're going to have to go blow for blow.
Yep.
And what we're talking about really is the defense. The defense today, there were some performers for sure, right? Like Randy Gregory. You called it at the beginning of this game. Can we pay that man? Can we pay that man?
Somebody will.
Another 2-sack performance. He played well. He was the only person that sacked the quarterback. Javon Curse had a nice tackle for loss. He led the team again with 5 tackles. Micah tied him with 5 tackles. But Trayvon Diggs made likely the play of the game with the pick 6. Unbelievable. Again, 7 interceptions, 6 straight
Talk
games.
Talk about that.
He's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And even and this is what's going to happen because these people are weird. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter. Oh, yeah, Trayvon's overrated. He's giving up the most yards. No, he's not giving up the most yards in the league. There's some phantom stat going around. Even if you go back and watch the play, great route by Jason Bourne. I'm butchering his name. It's not Jason. I'm just kidding because of the movie.
Right.
But by Bourne. But Trayvon was still in position.
Right.
Like, he recovered because he has that fluidity with him. He has that twitchiness to get around. And he actually was still with him.
Right.
He played it the way he played it because KZ was over top, and he trusted my safety. Like, I trust you to be where you're at. So I don't even blame Trayvon on that. I just don't. So I think he's playing out of his mind right now. I would still say at the top of that board for Defensive Player of the Year, you got 7 interceptions with 2 touchdowns for pick 6s. So absolute monster of a game. I have to give credit to Carlos Watkins. I saw Carlos Watkins today get in the backfield, make some plays, get some holding calls they may have not called. One guy I am concerned about coming out of this game is LVE. Mm-hmm. I kind of had a feeling they were going to attack the linebackers today, guys. We said that. I thought it'd be more Micah, and they got Micah. They got him in the first quarter on that deep ball to the rookie running back. But LVE at the LOS made me a little concerned with his tackling ability. So keep an eye on that coming out of this bye week.
Yeah. The good thing is that the Cowboys still have a lot to work on, but they get a chance to work on it with the dub.
Yes.
Like that is the important part.
5 weeks in a row we're saying that.
Right.
5 weeks in a row.
They get a chance. And it matters, guys and ladies, when you go into the bye week with the dub.
Oh.
Because all week long, if they would have lost this game, the world would have been coming down on the Cowboys.
Overrated.
They're overrated. And
The Patriots suck at
are this, and Mac Jones is this, and Dak Prescott isn't this, and Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, and it would have been, people would have had a field day for 5 or 6 days, and the Cowboys wouldn't have had a chance to come back and prove themselves again until the very next week when they go to Minnesota to play the Vikings. So getting a dub definitely makes you feel better. It keeps the haters at bay for another week. And it just gives you an opportunity to work on the things with a different taste in your mouth with the W than it does with an L.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing people in here concerned about Micah saying he makes no impact at linebacker. I come on here every week and I show you plays where he makes impact at linebacker. What you have to understand is these guys get paid on the other side of the ball too. Josh McDaniels found a weakness within the scheme, schematically. If you look at the trap plays, you got the line slanting based off of the alignment, and all he did was play you against that.
Right.
Your line was slanting this way. They pulled the
way.
guy and went the other way. That's not always on the actual player. That's just schematically you're getting beat. We saw that when it was prime Jalen and prime LVE. Micah makes plays at linebacker. Does he give up plays? Yes, he gave up plays as well. But I thought that they did rush him at times, and I thought he almost got to Mac Jones on one play, but Mac just dropped it in the bucket on that one. But we got to be careful. This guy's a rookie. We understand there's going to be plays that are going to be had on him. Relax. As Jesse told me at halftime, relax, guys. This dude is nice. And see, people are calling him boo-boo today. Relax, man. Relax. The defense in general struggled when they found a weakness.
This is why people don't like Cowboy fans.
Yeah, they go one way or the other.
Because
he sucks. He's boo-boo.
Relax.
Literally,
this man was the best thing since Jesus Christ a week ago, and now he's boo-boo. Y'all can't be this far apart on your opinions about players.
Especially after watching the game view and not really going back and rewatching what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
95% of them won't go back and watch it.
Right. Like if somebody had a crappy game, we're going to call him out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call him out, but it's hard to say this dude played a terrible game. But we'll go back and we'll see. I didn't see that at all. I saw these linebackers get trapped. I saw these defensive tackles get trapped, and they gave up those plays.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels said, they got speed. We don't have speed. What do? We'll let them flow one way, and we'll go the other way. So they can have all that speed going left. We're going to go right. Or they can have all that speed going right. We're going to go left. And they found it. One time, on the play that they scored, they ran it 3 times in a row with the same exact play.
2 plays on one side, 1 play on the other, and then to get down to the goal line, just ran it up the middle.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need a little bit. I'm starting to see a pattern happen here, and this may be my fault because I thought Quentin Bohanna, that's my guy. You know, he's a rookie, though. I thought we got the big 6'4", 330-pound plugger. So far, not that guy, right now. Brent Urban's supposed to be, that running plugger, but I tried to say coming in, if you really look at the statistics on the ground, the yards per carry is not where we want it to be.
Right.
It was bad, and then after last game, it became middling, and after today, it's going to go back to being bad.
But, again, if you watch how they played that, they were letting the guy over the center. They were letting him go and then wham blocking him with the tight end. So it's like they use everything that our strengths against us. They said,
Good coaching.
Yeah, that's great coaching. And we should have known. We know that.
Right.
We know up there that they're going to have great coaching. If they do nothing else, you're going to face, when you face the Patriots, a really, really good coach team. And I talked a lot of trash before the game. I get it. I understand it. And you can get on me about that. I know if I'm an honest man, I know that this team is going to be a well-coached team. But again, I felt like they just didn't have enough to withstand us for 4 quarters or 5 or whatever it took.
We came to the game saying that this was Kellen Moore versus Bill Belichick. We knew we didn't even bring up players. We know the Cowboys have the Jimmies and Joes. And what did we say? If they're going to win, they're going to have to out-coach the Cowboys.
Right.
There's going to be some penalty. Have to be an undisciplined team. Special teams, which actually played in the Cowboys' favor today, and things like that. So, hats off to them. And like I said, here's my bad. My bad, Josh. My bad, bro. Like, I completely – you were an afterthought coming into this game. To me, it was all about Bill and Kellen when I should have said maybe this game is going to come down to Dan Quinn and Josh McDaniels. And almost did. Yeah. But we had more Jimmies and Joes than they could handle. Yeah. They could handle. Cowboys get the unbelievable wild victory. Wild victory, 35-29. Absolutely. You're going to have to win these kind of games. You're going to have to. And going into the bye week, feel good. You're 5-1.
Yep.
You're running away with this division right now.
Everybody in the division lost. Philly lost on Thursday. The Giants got mollywopped today. And Washington got mollywopped today. So not only did you win, but everyone else in your division lost, which keeps you in a fantastic place within the division. 9.99% of the time you're going to win this division. So now we're just really battling on ourselves and the rest of the NFC.
Just continue to take your time here. There has been a kind of a development here. It's a right calf strain for Dak Prescott, suffered on the game-winning throw, will be evaluated tomorrow. Fortunate thing here is that Dak doesn't play for 2 weeks. So the Cowboys don't play for 2 weeks due to the bye week. But that is a developing story that we absolutely have to keep our eyes on here. Kind of a little bit of breaking news, if you want to call it that. That definitely rains on the parade just a little bit. Not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Trying to see if anything else is coming out here. Just looks like calf strain. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Zach Martin suffered a calf strain last year. Mm-hmm. I believe he only played 10 games. So that is something we absolutely have to follow. That's a bad one there, guys. That's a bad one. Kind of dim the victory a little bit. And he suffered it on the game-winning throw. The game-winning throw will be evaluated tomorrow. We will obviously keep you up to date with that on A to Z Sports Dallas and across all of our platforms. Here. Most importantly, it's not what you were concerned. It might be pertaining to more updates to come as they arrive, but he will have a chance for lots of rest during the bye week. Yeah. Ouch. We'll keep you posted, though, guys. We'll keep you posted, though. Big one.
Also, Maurice Kennedy and Tyron Smith will also be reevaluated tomorrow. sometimes those ankle injuries with the adrenaline, and you can kind of get in there.
Shot him up. They probably shot up
quickly,
Tyron.
You know, so we got to make sure that's not a high ankle sprain, because that's on the thing about Tyron on the left ankle. You got to remember, yes, he's a left tackle, so his plant leg is the left ankle. Like that is the anchor leg. When he gets down and he gets in that stance, when he kicks off with his right leg, kick. But then once that guy engages, it's that left leg that he has to be able to anchor into the ground and be able to lock a guy out or to make a guy ride the hump. So hopefully that isn't too bad of an ankle injury, and a week of rest will get him right as we head up to Minnesota, because we're going to need him in Minnesota. And I don't know what God y'all believe in. Whatever God y'all believe in. Ladies, if you got those little crystal colorful rocks.
Where's Ottercone's mom at?
Who?
Isaac Ottercone. Remember she
Oh,
was
yeah. Listen, we need it. We need to pray. We need some praying people that Dak Prescott's calf strain isn't bad.
And see, for those that watch my show, morning show, old head, if you call in tomorrow, I'm be honest with you, brother. I'm putting this one on you, man. He gave us some bad juju. Bad juju. After the victory, all he kept talking about was, well, Dak might get, what if Dak gets hurt? We got Cooper. I'm like, where did this come from? And now look, let's just hope it's fine. But we will keep you guys posted on that. But old head, I ain't feeling you after that. I'm upset right now, man. But you know Dak is gonna try to play through it.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Hopefully it's a mild calf strain with 2 weeks to get rest. Who do they play after the bye week? I gotta look at the schedule. All right, that could be one. But but if he's not 100% and he can't practice, I feel like he can still go out there. He knows his offense, right? Yeah. He knows his team. He has a chemistry, and he can go out there and lead your team to victory. I don't think it would be one of those situations where it was against the Philadelphia Eagles a couple years ago. It was his throwing shoulder.
Right.
That's different. That's going to affect how you throw the rock. So,
and I'm going to be honest with you, a win like tonight, it buys you a little bit of a cushion. So even if you had to kind of rest Dak against Minnesota to give him a clear, 3 weeks, this bye week, the next week,
miss one game,
and then get ready for the Atlanta game, like that'll give you.
Yeah, I'm cool with 1 or 2 games. You don't want Dak to now miss half a season.
And that's the part that's kind of it's going to be tricky, and they'll reevaluate him tomorrow to see where it's at, because if it's one of those deals where he's saying I can fight through it, does that then come back to haunt us, and now he misses 4 weeks at the start of November, right? So it's like, if I can get him rested through the bye and then rested next week and not have him play against Minnesota, and then maybe rest him a little bit of the Atlanta week, maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. We're all speculating. We don't know. Dak is absolutely a warrior. He'll definitely do everything that he possibly can to give himself a chance to play after the bye and for the rest of the season. So we're just all talking hypotheticals.
Right,
about
we're just
it's
all early. We don't know what's happening.
I'm not an MRI.
Not at all.
Any of that. We're just
thinking.
We're just speaking out loud. News just came to us that he had a calf strain. We don't know the grade of the calf strain. Like you, we're hoping it's a minor situation and that this week will definitely be.
He looks in good spirits after the game. I'm watching the interview, but that's Dak. But I mean, he looks in good spirits. I would imagine if it was really bad, there's no way he's doing this interview, right? If it's something that is severe, they got to get him out of there and start not treatment but evaluation. So that again, it's something that we're going to have to just continue to look at. That's the biggest news coming out of this victory. Absolutely the biggest news.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll continue to keep you all up there. Yeah. But again, something to worry about tomorrow. At least for the next 24 hours, you can enjoy this Cowboys victory. Dallas wins an absolute thriller, 35-29, as we recap the game in the post-game show presented by Freeman Mazda, our guys over at Freeman Mazda in Irving, Texas. Make sure you guys check those guys out. They are a family-owned company, operated company for over 60 years that has new inventory arriving daily. I promise you guys, if you're looking for a car or just a Mazda in general, check those guys out. All right, Jesse, we are going to wrap this thing up. Cowboys Nation, we appreciate y'all for being here. We had over 1,000 again, so salute to y'all, man. Let's clap it up for y'all. Salute to you guys. Over 1,000 of you guys are rocking with us now in consecutive weeks. I think 3 consecutive weeks. Got Cowboys. Oh, you got a question? Oh, my apologies. We got a question back here from one of the Cowboys fans. I did not know that. So let's get some questions in here. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Oh, my bad. Did you turn it on? Yeah, you got to turn it on. All right. Is it? Let me see. It might be dead. The battery might have died.
Battery don't last for overtime.
Oh, no, we good. Check.
Yeah, I'm just wondering on the first half, what happened to the defense? I mean, the defense was supposed to be an elite defense this year, and it didn't really show the first half. I mean,
yeah, I don't know about elite. I don't think that's ever been a conversation that we've had about the defense being elite. They've had some elite moments. They've had some players have elite kind of performances. One being Trayvon Diggs. We've seen Micah play really well this year. I think Josh McDaniels found out something. Yeah. He found a glitch in the matrix, and he exposed it the first half. And that's what good coaches are paid the big bucks to do. This defense has never been elite. It's never been elite since the 90s.
And if we're talking the first half, missed the fourth down, they got it early, and so those things happen.
And again, the Cowboys have a lot to work on going forward, and a lot of it has to be with this defense because this is a copycat league, and where they were lacking today, the Minnesota Vikings will definitely check.
Oh, boy.
And Dalvin Cook, he went off today. He had over 100. I think he had like 140 yards rushing.
And that's a Kubiak rushing team. So
absolutely. So
and what do they do? Zone run. Get you going one way and go the other. So
we better figure it out.
We better figure it out. Got a question?
I got one question for you guys.
He's Nick, our guy, Nick.
It's been a long day for me. This goes out to my wonderful host here. Will you two ever predict a whoop that trick on the pregame show again? And I know you won't do it to Bill Belichick because Bill Belichick is no trick.
Probably won't do it to Bill.
I apologize, Bill. You're not a trick.
I mean, I won't do it postgame, but we won, so guess what? Whoop that trick. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We did at the end of the day. It happened.
I don't know if we whooped them. We spanked them.
Yeah, whooped them on that play. That's all.
We spanked them a little bit. We spanked the trick. We didn't whoop them.
We said, come here.
Yeah. We did a little backhand.
Have my money.
Yeah. We did one of these. Don't play with me.
We got another one? Okay. All right, guys. I think we're wrapping it up here. People are still celebrating after this victory. It is a victory worth celebrating, but it's also one worth monitoring as we go into the week.
Can we get victory music going out? Even though it was an ugly win. That's okay, but it's a win nonetheless.
We'll take them.
We'll take the wins how we can get them.
We'll take them. Let me take off these. Let me take off the. Okay, look.
We still gonna dance. We still gonna dance. We still gonna celebrate.
We still gonna go on. We go. Oh wait, well not that one. I ain't gonna get in trouble. We still gonna roll up out of here, guys. Do us a super chat. Let me try to get to it. On the way out, Calvin Jefferson says it's been reported Dak limped off after the walk-off with the strain. Thank goodness it's a bye week. Yes, sir. Listen, Cowboys get the victory. Jesse Alley, Skywalker Still, A to Z Sports live post-game show, 35-20. Got the dub. That's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters, man. Hey, you won't get us next week. You get us the following week.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
but you catch throughout the week on your show all week long. You catch me on Hanging with the Boys on DallasCowboys.com. So you still got us. You just won't have us here next week.
Tune in tomorrow morning, A to Z Sports Live with your boy Skywalker Still, 8 a.m. Central-ish. I'm trying to catch up to it. Y'all have a good night. Love you. Peace. Where else you want to go?
Don't nobody do it like us, bro. Oh, my goodness. We beat the brakes off y'all. Whoop that trick.